Okay, so we're back here with our screen that we're burning an image into, and I was showing you this in the last video, but the screen with the emulsion down on it, and then we put it kind of upside down on a dark background. We put our transparency with our image backwards as well, so that when we flip it over, you'll get the writing the way that you expected it to be. And we have the piece of glass on top to put the pressure. I also put a couple pieces of double-sided tape just to get it to stick to the screen well. And I had it in a dark place for about 12 minutes, maybe a little bit more, with a bright light on. But what was happening to me with my previous attempts at making the original front of the shirt was that I'd go to wash out the emulsion and the image would go with it. So looking at the book here, it says, if your emulsion washes out too easily, taking your image with it, your exposure time was most likely too short and you have underexposed your emulsion. If your emulsion is extremely stubborn and difficult to spray out of the screen, your exposure time was too long and you have overexposed the emulsion. So the next step would be to take this screen to the sink, wash it out. I'm going to wait a little bit because I have it in some low winter light, not direct sunlight, but just enough light that it seemed the last screen that actually worked, when I kept it like this for a couple hours, maybe even an hour, I was able to produce the screen that I have that worked well when I washed it out. And there's even a step in here that says after your screen is dry, you can expose it to light again, and that will cure the emulsion even more. So right now the emulsion is curing the places that there's black on our image. Those places are where putting high pressure water on should wash that out, and everywhere else the green should stay. And that will allow us, when we flip this screen over, put a piece of fabric or something to print on underneath and drag some ink across with pressure, the ink will push through the screen in the place where the emulsion got washed out, and we'll get a shirt. So right now I have about, well, we started yesterday around noon, so I got about 12 hours into this thing already, just trying to burn an image into the screen. And then you gotta go and print all your shirts. So screen printing is not for the faint of heart. It does take some time if you follow the steps and get used to the process, and things work out well in the process. You get a pretty cool result, but it takes some time, and you might find in life that most of the good things that are worth it take some time to produce. So I'm just going to let this sit in the indirect sunlight for a little while, maybe like 30 minutes, and then I'll take it to the sink with my high-powered sprayer. The sink head, actually the faucet head, is pretty high-powered, and I'll be able to wash this out, and hopefully the image will remove and the emulsion around it will stay, and we'll have the back of the shirt that says vote third party, as well as the lines that will add to the front of the shirt with a little bit of registration as a second printing on the front of the shirt. So just let this sit in the indirect sunlight and then spray it out, and we should have a screen ready to print.